Hey, Boaz here with Next Pittsburgh. We're here at the Car House. This is where they maintain all those T trains that are zipping around Pittsburgh all the time. And to tell us how it happens, here's Justin Salopek, who's the Assistant Manager of Rail Car Maintenance. Is that right?
That is correct. Yes, we have, I'm over heavy repair. So there's actually two different departments in the building, a heavy repair and a running repair.
Okay.
So heavy repair, as you can see around us, is all the large components.
And so, for example, what's happening with this car right back here?
We just replaced the center truck. So there's two motor trucks because the car is bi-directional, so you can operate from either end. As you can see behind me, we cut the wheels off. So
these are, can we walk over here for a sec? So these are the old wheels that you had to cut off that T train?
That is correct. So those are low wheels.
How much does that weigh?
A full wheel is approximately 400 pounds apiece, and that's not the hub, that's just the wheel itself.
So, what does that piece weigh over there?
I would have to know the thickness of it, you know what I mean? So we cut them off at different intervals. But
can I try to pick it up?
You can.
I just want to see what this feels like. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. This thing is so heavy.
It is. So, yeah, a full truck, this is a center truck, and that's about 9,300 pounds. So, that's just one small component of a center truck. So recently, we did a complete overhaul of the shop. The shop was commissioned in May of 1984. So there was a lot of renovations and a lot of things that needed to be fixed. One of the nice upgrades for safety is if you look in the pit behind you, there's a red cord along the wall.
Let me peek in there. Oh, I see. It's just right along that other end over there.
Yes.
Sort of looks like when you're on the bus and you want to pull for a stop.
That is almost exactly what it does. That is an emergency pull cord. If an alarm goes off, it shuts the overhead off, and the foreman can walk right out here and automatically see what square turns red in order to go identify where somebody might need assistance.
And maybe, I just noticed there's something flying in the air right now over there. Can you give us a play-by-play?
That is the truck that they just took out. They removed the axles, cut the wheels off. Now they are just positioning it out of the way so that they can start doing some more rebuild on it.
How did you get into this field?
I was in the Air Force prior, in maintenance.
Oh, wow.
So I have a maintenance background. And
so is it compared to fixing a jet, is this easy?
It is not, but it is a lot of electronics. There's no engine, so it's all, electrical.
So this train car looks a little naked right now.
This LRV was in an incident with a cement truck, and we had to do a pretty extensive body work. We're going to put the finishing touches with some decals and whatnot on it and put it back in service.
Wow, an incident with the cement truck sounds rough.
Unfortunately, we do, a lot of the street running up through Beachview and whatnot, and people tend to think they can beat the train, which doesn't always work in their favor. You can see, I don't have the key for it, but you can see the level of sand underneath the seat right here.
Oh my gosh, yeah, so this one's, you got 75% full of sand.
What's the purpose of sand? Well, you have metal wheels and metal rail, so any type of traction for icy rail, wet rail, a lot of problems with wet leaves. Wet leaves get gummy and, slimy.
Is there a sand button right up here at the, near the steering wheel? Is this the sand button right here? That's so cool. So, yeah, this is what that train driver is pushing. Gosh, this is cool. It's fun to sit up here.
This row right here is what we call the pit. It's 7-track, and anything that comes off-road that an operator writes up for windshield wiper, headlight, something, it comes.
This button was a little sticky today.
Right. These are the quick repairs. This track always stays open so that we can come in and get out. Running repair does a bi-weekly inspection, so they're checking the lights, they're checking the doors, they're checking everything.
Because these cars have been working for decades. It's how many miles are on some of these cars?
We are over 500,000, 550,000 miles on some of the 4200s. Well, they were rehabbed, so they restarted the clock in early 2000, but they're from 1987.
Wow.
We have, 26.4 miles of track, so that's a lot of trips back and forth to town. But as you can see from over on the other side, they have raised rail so that the train is up in the air more,
Yeah.
so that the technicians have more access to the trucks and the things underneath the car.
I heard you also clean them here?
Yes, we will go over to our service bays and the wash rack.
Oh my gosh. The wash rack. Is there a time of day when all the cars are washed?
After revenue service in the evening,
What does revenue service mean?
revenue service picking up passengers.
Okay.
Yes, paying customers.
Gotcha.
There are some sensors right here to know when to turn the brushes on, put it in wash rack mode.
Are these the hoses right here? This is where it's spraying?
That's where it starts to spray the soap in the water, and then you go through the brushes, and then there's a clean rinse on the other side.
And how long does it take for a car to be washed or a whole train to be washed?
20 seconds as they drive through. Yeah. One last thing I'd like to show you is our wayside measuring device. When every car comes back from morning revenue service, this is called our TT track, and they will ride over top of that silver box in the tracks.
Yeah.
There are lasers that take 6 different measurements of the wheels and put it into a database. So every day I will know how the wheels are wearing, and hopefully trend analysis to know when the next time it will need replaced.
Oh,
So
wow, that's amazing. So you can just see like, okay, we should start scheduling this one for a few months out or whatever.
correct. Yep.
Well, thanks so much for taking the time, Justin. It was really fun. Fun to see how you sort of keep all these cars running after decades.
Hope you enjoyed the car house.
Yeah.
Thank you.